Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. The other day, I broke my. This is the stand that I use when I'm videoing in here. It's also the one that I use, and I made adapters for it, put it on like my tripod and stuff, because it fits these large style camera phones that other ones don't. Anyway, the base of it broke the other day, and I had to go buy another one. It looks identical, but this one doesn't adjust quite the same way. It doesn't adjust down as far for some reason. I don't understand. Anyway, I had to change the mount and everything else. But I digress. Why are we here? The other day, I did a video on my Suede pocket organizer, and I decided to give it away to whoever had the best question. I am like spitting for some reason today. Anyway, I had a few questions, and I answered them in the video. You have questions, I have answers. And then I saw a couple more questions today, and I figured I'd go ahead and answer them. I'm not sure if anybody's actually doing the other part, which is, voting on who's got the best question. There's like 90 some odd views, and I don't know, 6 questions. I don't know if that means people aren't looking all the way through and finding out that if they ask a question they can get it, or what's going on. But anyway, Jay out in Oregon, yeah, I think Oregon, or Washington, asked, am I going to give away candy for Halloween to the trick-or-treaters? No. We haven't done that since we closed the haunted house. Some of y'all know, some of y'all may not, but we had a home haunted house for like 20 years. From the time my kids decided they were too old to trick or treat, we had a party. They came out and scared the trick-or-treaters. The next year they wanted they set up a little tent. And the year after that, the tent got bigger, and it got bigger, and it got bigger, and like it filled the driveway, and it overfilled the driveway, and filled the front yard, and then overfilled the front yard, and moved into the backyard, and then we ended up we took down the pool, and it got to a point, it was taking 6 to 8 weeks to build the haunt, and we had a couple hundred sections of fence. I don't remember how many. We just go to the local fence people and get the used fence and use that, and it wound up all around the yard. And we had 2 big sheds and an 18-foot cube truck that was just slapped full of our decorations. Last year we were I forget, we had close to 4,000 square feet, 40 to 45 actors. There was I don't remember, there was an insane amount of people went through, and I don't remember how many it was, but 2,000 or something like that. I mean, I live on a dead end street. We're just a small haunt, so. Anyway, the city came in and closed us down. So that set off that set me into a depression, because that was my main focus. I mean, that was my main outlet for creativity, and I'd already been disabled, and I wasn't working, so I focused on that, and then that got ripped away from me, and it set me into a bad spot, and my sister passing sent me, even spiraling even deeper, and I think YouTube pulled me out of that. But they closed the haunt down. I think it's 6 years now, 5 or 6 years. And the last time we did anything was in 2016. The old Miss and I decided to do some light decorating and give away candy. And we, dressed up in our outfits. And we didn't get a whole lot of trick-or-treaters. We got a lot of people coming down thinking that the haunt was open, and and then talking about missing the haunt and this, that, and the other. And it's like, okay. So yeah, I'm not giving out candy. I'll go to friends' haunts and mess around with them for the evening or whatever. James asked how long I've been growing my beard. Short answer is since I got out of the service. I had to shave like 3 times a day. I have to shave in the morning, and then at lunchtime, and if I was going out that night, I'd shave again because my beard just grew so quick. But then I don't remember, my grandfather passed away in the mid-80s, so 85, I think, 84, 85. I shaved and got a haircut for his funeral. Then in 86, I had a bad accident at the racetrack, and the car came through the fence, broke my face all up. They partially shaved me for the surgery to rebuild me, and that was massive. That was actually what set off my bad heart. I'd actually died twice on the table as they put me together, but it was like a 14-hour surgery or something. I don't remember. I was there, but I wasn't. You know what I mean? I had a doctor come in and tell me like how he was kneeling on my chest, and I had a pair of channel locks in my nose, and he was pulling so they could reset my palate, and like, whoa, but yeah. And then when we settled for that, when we the court case came in, my attorney suggested I shave and clean up for that. Excuse me. My youngest daughter was about 3 at that point in time, and she watched me shave, and then she freaked out, and she swore I wasn't her daddy. And she didn't come close. She wouldn't come near me for several days. And by which point in time, my beard had started growing back because literally I shaved one day, and then like 2 days later, 2 days worth of court, and then started letting it grow back again. But yeah, she freaked out. She wouldn't come anywhere near me. So, and then that was the last time I actually shaved. That was, like I said, 1989. I don't remember which month it was. I didn't shave again. I have trimmed it several times. At one point when my oldest daughter got married, this was 15-ish years ago, my sister came down and offered to trim and make it look better. I was like, okay. She come in and she just little snippets, coming off, and then she step back and be like, nah, it's crooked. And she'd come in and she'd snip a little bit more and step back and, it's crooked. And she'd come in and she'd snip a little bit more. And finally I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I looked in the mirror. She had cut more than half of my beard off. Literally. I mean, I was down. I went from this to like this, like a wire brush. I was aggravated. On top of that, my daughter had me dye my hair with Just for Men, and the mahogany brown or whatever it was that she bought. Either it was it had to be mispackaged or something, because it came out blue black. I mean, it was so dark blue, it was ridiculous. And we couldn't do anything about it. I mean, we used straight hairdresser bleach, and it didn't phase it. So, yeah, I looked nothing like me at my oldest daughter's wedding. So, since then, I've trimmed a few times, trimmed like down in here, and of course, I trimmed the sideburns, because after a while, like right now, they're getting to a point where they come all the way over and into my eyes, so it's time to come in and trim them down somewhat. But basically, from here down, doesn't really get a whole lot of trimming, unless something happens or whatever. So it just is what it is. So yeah, there we go. Basically, the last time I shaved was 1989, and other than some trimming, this is somewhere about 30 years old, I guess. Pretty much the same for my hair. I haven't really cut it. I've had dead ends trimmed off and this, that, and the other, but so that's those two questions. Somebody made a comment. It says Gamer, I think it is, something like that. It said something about my truck being full, and I was making a comment about putting stuff in here. This is set up for me just to go. If I want to take off and go for a cruise, and it ends up I'm out, and I need to get some sleep, I got stuff in the back here that I can make a camp. I can either set up a bed in the truck, or I have a tent in the back, and a blow-up mattress, and blankets and pillows, and camping, cooking stuff, and whatever, what needs to be there. So it's also set up if I need to just, a storm's coming in, and I'm pretty well prepared. I've got food, I've got cooking supplies, I've got extra lights, I've got extra clothing. I can just get. So if I get one of them bugs where I decide that, I'm going to take I'm going to go burn 4 tanks of fuel, then I'm okay. I can pretty much survive out of this vehicle for a week or two. With a little bit like stopping in to get showers at state parks or health clubs or something like that. So yeah, I'm a pack rat. Yes, my vehicle is over full. I am trying to reorganize. It got to a point where I didn't know where things were in the back, and I couldn't get to stuff. And I realized that having 1 is none, 2 is 1. But I had like 4 or 5 of some things. So it was time to de-pack rat a little bit. I mean, I'm still going to be way too much stuff back there, but it is what it is. So, and I spend a lot of time in this vehicle, so there's a lot of stuff in there. Anyway, I hope that's informative. I hope that answers those questions. I'll leave a link, or I'll add the link in once I get a chance to the Suede video. If you want to ask a question, there's only 2 more days. It ends Saturday. We'll go in and vote on who's got the best question. That would be helpful too. Yeah, let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. What I did there. If you'd like to share me around on your social media, that'd be fantabulous. If you'd like to check me out on Facebook, Imager, or Instagram, I'll have the links in the description box, wherever that is. You'll also find links to similar videos, my email, my snail mail, if you want to Send me something spicy, send me something cool, just a letter, a box of rocks from wherever it is you live. That's all cool. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Breast cancer seems to be one of the more prominent, most talked about cancers. All cancers are insidious, but breast cancer is more prevalent in women, but it does affect men. In fact, 1 in 1,000 men has breast cancer. It also affects children. It doesn't care if you're young or old, rich or poor. It doesn't just affect the breast. It travels throughout the body. The first time you may know of it is the discomfort on your lymph nodes, in your armpit or your groin, or even up here in your neck. If something doesn't feel right, if something doesn't look right, get it checked out. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Send them an email. Just let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We're not promised tomorrow, people. You may not get another chance. If you're estranged, forgive, forget, apologize. Life's too short. Till I see you all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Slouchy, y'all. Bye-bye.